Thomas, Percy, and Charlie were looking at the early morning sky. Everyone's so much happier when springtime comes. Everyone except Sir Topham Hatt. He seems to be making us work harder than ever. I mean, I am just tired of these coastal runs. He just wants everything to be ready for the holidays, silly Charlie. And also, salty air just makes me feel all cheerful in my smoke box. Oh, please! It's the countryside that gets me fired up. It's the only place to be. And he jumped away to fetch his freight cars. Thomas and Percy had to take some empty freight cars to the harbor. In a siding, they saw an old cement mixer. He looked very sad. What are you doing here? They called me old, useless Patrick and told me I wasn't useful anymore. Now only the mice go in my mixer. Well, you may be dusty, but you look in perfect shape. The harbor master came. Come along, I have loads for you from the ship to take away. Excuse me, sir, but could you tell us about this truck? Oh, old Patrick, he's been here for years. He'll be broken up when we find the time. The engines were concerned. We'll try and help you, but I don't know how. Meanwhile, Charlie was enjoying himself. This is the life! But he was heading for trouble. One of the fuel cars was leaking. Then, suddenly, it caught fire. Oh my gosh, help! They reached the siding, and his driver called the fire department. It's fuel, and it's dangerous! Later, Thomas and Percy arrived at the scene. They saw the smoke, and a guard stopping them. Sparks from Charlie's light had set the cars ablaze. The fire's under control, but it's quite a mess. You said the countryside got you all fired up, Charlie. But I didn't think you meant it in this way. Oh, shut up! It was the stupid car's fault, not mine! Well, I'm just being told that it's safe to proceed now. Thomas and Percy now felt sorry for Charlie. It wasn't long before they reached the station. Later, as they were having a long rest in the siding, they suddenly heard a commotion. What's wrong? It's a fire at the vacation cabin. We better see what we can do. The fire truck had a big problem. We are completely out of water. We can't use seawater because it clogs our works. We will just have to let that building burn. And Thomas had an idea. Why don't you use the water in our tanks? We refilled them a few minutes ago. The firefighters wasted no time. You're clever engines. Soon the fire was out, but the cabin was destroyed. Well, the vacationers can't sleep on the ground, and we don't even have a truck that can make the cement for the foundation. What about Patrick? He would be perfect for making the foundations. It could be strong, too. What a good idea, Percy. They called Sir Topham Hatt, who agreed. He'll be spick and span by the time you collect him. And he was, and very happy, too. I can't thank you enough. I feel splendid. And they set off happily into the sunset. Everyone agreed there was nothing old or useless about Patrick, and he will always be really useful indeed.